way building a very sound, peaceful mind, or a very sound state of, sense of, what do you call it, peace within myself. And that is what these things, the other videos will normally be about. Because right now, with all the personal experiences I'm having, it has opened me to a lot. It has also brought me down very low. It has brought me to a very vulnerable state. For whatever reason, I don't know. It has made me very idle. And the idleness, I had to be strong and act as if I'm strong. Because anytime I put myself down and all that, it's like I'm giving room. I'm giving room to get myself buried, or I'm giving room to get to let something or this force of spirit to consume me. Anytime it's like I have to. It is necessary to make sure that every time I'm trying to make myself overjoyed inside, or get attention now, or be strong, and it means pretend or not, whichever way it is, as long as I have to keep myself, if the little strength I've got, I have to make it all look strong and just do the effort, doing the effort to be okay, just not to go the extreme, but at least I know that I owe it to myself not to allow anything outside me to sort of consume me, or sort of blind me, or limit me, or take away whatever pride I have for myself, despite the circumstances, despite the situation, despite whatever it might be. Even with whatever, if I have nothing, at least I know that this is a requirement, something that I should always try to maintain as much as I can. Because if I don't, all that I see is death. All that I see, if you may excuse me to say, is death. And like wretchedness and ruinedness. It's like you feel as if, no, something isn't right. You know immediately that, boom, something else is like waiting at the door and ready to carry you. And that is the sense of which I should not allow. I have to tell whatever it is, that evil, sinister thing that keeps hunting or keep troubling, that hey, this is as far as you can be. You can't go further than that. I'm not yours. I am me. And you can try as much as you can, but fine. Even if you got hold of me, you haven't got me, because I'm going to be against. I'm going to reject you as much as I can until I see that you are, or I think I know. I know that you are what I know. If I'm not still sure that you are what I know you to be, then you have no chance of ruining my life and making my life as miserable as it's already been. So my experience has made me advise myself, and I have advised myself, and I will advise myself in every situation, in relation to people, in relation to society, in relation to religion, in relation to faith, in relation to whatever. I always advise myself anyhow best I can to sort of be very peaceable within myself and my surroundings or my neighbors. It is essential, it's good that I do that. I don't do it because somebody might like it or not. It's personally my way of doing things, and I don't need to prove it to anybody. The only thing I want to prove, I first have to get myself being proven. I mean, come on. In the faith that I'm in, according to Christianity, Moses did ask for proof, and he got his proof, and he took his proof out there. If those prophets were true, that's what happened. Jesus and all the rest, they were sure. They were sure of what their faith was about. They were sure about their God. But not just the sureness of knowing God, but they were able to prove God. And as long as they were able to prove, or you were able to prove your faith, you were able to prove what you know, then you are on a good grounds of being able to sort of share something to somebody. Or because you know the person, then you are interacting with the person, and the person is telling you what to do. So you do exactly what he tells you to do. But if you don't know, why are you gonna even if you know and you can't prove him, how are you going to send that message? You can say you know 100 times, it won't click, it won't make sense to anybody. Whatever you know, probably they also know, and whatever you know, you can prove it. It's like you are only making it up, So you keep it to yourself, and when you can prove it, you put it out there. That is the way I see that things should go when it comes to even anything to do with God or faith or anything at all. Because that's practically how it works. Anybody, whether it's normal businesses or whatever it is, whatever you know, you prove it, and then it happens. If you go for a loan, it's the same way, So it does work along that line, and I believe that's how we should apply things. So in my situation, whatever I know, I know. But I've been able to prove it. I haven't been able to prove it. Because all the things I know of God are unique. The things I know of God are unique. They are unique, and they are something that I don't think I should deny them. But because they are not happening, then I'm bound to deny them, bound to even not to believe his existence. So whatever I know is personal, is inside, and that's it. It doesn't become anything, especially when your life is even going bad, it's getting worse. It makes it worse. Somebody probably looked at you and said, "Whoa, you sure? Are you thinking that you know God? That you know God, and look at your life." Now, I won't come to you to tell you that I know God. Right now, what I'm saying to you here, I'm not telling you that I know God. I'm informing you of my own personal experiences, my thoughts, my belief, for you not to sort of take me to be something else. I'm introducing myself personally. I'm trying to tell you who I am, what I am, and not necessarily allowing myself to be sharing and you not having an idea who the person might be, or what the person might be thinking, or what he believes, and all that. So that it becomes necessary for me to say it on here, for you to know. But I believe I've explained myself for you not to get it wrong. That whatever I know, being knowing God and all that, no proof comes from me. Not as of yet in any way. I have nothing to prove. And it is not meant for you to think that I'm telling you that I know God, so I have to prove it. If you go along that line, you get nothing out of me. So let us be very clear about these videos and why I'm putting it out there and why I'm doing all these things. There are things that have really caught my attention, things that have made me more conscious of myself, and has made me thought things through. And I'm afraid that if I was in any situation and it happens again, probably know how to do. I will not be the same person that I was. In fact, I look forward if that can happen again. I will not be the same person that I was. Those errors won't happen. I'll be different now. And I'm sure it will be different to whatever it is that might tempt or do anything of that nature. And right now, may the good living God grant me the strength. May he prove himself. May he be God. May he be God as he is. May I know more of whatever it is that I know. And may he show and reflect as I know him to be. not as I have known him necessarily,